Hello, hello, hello. This is Frida. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today I'm going to be talking about, I already have this tutorial. I'm going to create a playlist and I will pin it. I have part 1, part 2, and it goes on. So when I create the playlist, you will see how I crocheted it. But the thing is, I crocheted on the one that I already had. So I requested a custom order, and the customer wanted 20 inches long and 35 inches wide. So therefore, I needed to create something that I can crochet those dimensions. So what I did is I went and ordered some yarn, and this is from Filet. It's cotton yarn, okay, and it's the same cotton yarn that Caron Cake cotton Caron Cake used to sell. I don't think they don't sell these anymore. So I think she only had 1 kilogram, 1.8 kilogram, but it wasn't enough. So I went and ordered from another seller. So when I receive that, I will do an unboxing. That one, I'm assuming it's the same thickness. So this is like a 3-weight, and it's really nice to work with. So you need to create something that you can work with the measurements. So I already did the tutorial, and I gave you the numbers how to crochet it. I'm just gonna pull this piece. This is a way thinner yarn thread. And it's way smaller than what I had to crochet with. So I had to play around with it. So what you can do is, if you like something and you want to make something out of it, go for it. I would definitely go for it. So I had to create my own. So what I did is, to chain, I chained about 135 chain to start. And then what I did is, I'm not going to show you the whole tutorial because I already have the same tutorial. I'm just going to give you some tips on how to make it the dimensions that you have. Okay, this one looks like it's erased. Okay, so what I did is I started with a bigger crochet hook, which is 4mm crochet hook. So when I make the total 135 chain, what I did is I went down to a 3.5mm crochet hook. So after chaining the first row, I went up to a 3.5mm crochet hook. I went down. So from 4, I went down. That's how I played around with it. And I chained 135. Let me just show you. Let's say this is 135 chains. So automatically I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to turn around, 6 chain. Yeah, this didn't split. Now it's splitting because I'm doing a tutorial showing you. Okay, so automatically I went down to a 3.5. I'm using a smaller crochet hook. So what happens is it's going to pull. It's going to be smaller. The stitches are going to be smaller. So I'm going to crochet quadruple instead of double crochet. 2, 4. So here, this is how I'm crocheting this, because I needed the height to create that 35 inches height. I'm sorry, length. So 20 inches, but unfortunately I tried to shrink it as much as I can, but unfortunately with the measurements I couldn't go down. I believe this is a 23. I measured it, and I have a short that I posted, so it's about 23 inches height and exactly 35 inches long. So the next one, the customer wanted 35 inches wide and 35 inches long. So what I'm going to do is I need to play around with these. So I'm going to add more quadruple crochets here, fillets. So yeah, so there's 1, 2 on the top. So what I will do is I will increase that to 4 or maybe to 5 to make that 35 inches long. And again, I'm going to, with the as you can see, because this is going to be the top of the curtain, so this is straight. Okay, this is straight, and the bottom, the panel, that's what he said, valance and panel. I don't know, I'm not good with names. Customers know better than I do. See, this is going to be pointy, so I'm going to be counting from here. So that's going to add me the more length. So 35 by 35, I am going to, I know that the 2 chickens is 35 inches, so I'm okay with that. I just, for the 4 that I'm going to make 4 pieces, it's going to be 35. So what I will do is I will add more fillets and then see, you need to test this, rip it apart. So I did lots of ripping on this one. It took me 10 days to make this one piece. Now I am working on the second. And then what I noticed is at the middle here, because we're doing the quadruple or double crochet, whichever you like to crochet it with, what happens is it gets ruffly here. I noticed that. So automatically what I did is, actually it was this side, more ruffly. So on here what I did is, I'll show you, I did less quadruple crochets. Let me show you. Okay, see here? So here what we do is, let me just focus. So can you see I do 2 double crochets on the chain? Okay, I did 2 double crochets here. I did 2 double crochets here. I did 1. So I do those less, but when I'm coming to do a double crochet 2 chain, I make the double crochet on top because I don't want to go here, then it would look odd. So I played around and I made less quadruple crochets in between. Okay, here I did 2. Here I did 2. It depends on the areas. Here, see, I did 1. So you need to play around. We don't, when you put it down, because this is going to be a curtain, we don't want this ruffly in the middle. You know, that extra fabric that it gets, and then it gets, it doesn't look good. So you need to focus on that. And that's the way that I figured it out. Like, you don't have to follow the pattern, what it says. Use your own judgment. You can make less double crochets or quadruple crochets, whichever you would you're crocheting, so it won't become ruffly. See, even here it's ruffly. See, I don't like it. So I can rip this, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to do more ripping. I did that on the first one. This is the second piece, so I'm going to make two more after this. And then I'm going to make 4 pieces by 35 by 35. So I just wanted to come and show you, you can like make a gauge. You know, when you're knitting, you make a gauge. So with the crocheting, we do the same thing. If we want we want our measurements for our window, for, you know, whichever you're going to hang it. So I would highly recommend that. But I did chain 135, and I used the entire chain here. I just have a little bit extra here, see? And then what I did is I weaved the end, and it looks fantastic. I was showing this to my son, and then my son goes, "Mom, this is already paid. You have to be careful. It has to be nice and clean." I said, "Yes, it is clean." So I weaved the ends. This is the end. I finished up here. So let me show you another part where I did that 3. And then again with the measurements, you need to play around with it. It doesn't have to be equal. It's a curtain, right? It's going to be on your window. So I wanted to show you another. See here, I did 1 quadruple crochet. I didn't do 2 on that chain there. Here again I did one. See, when you do the extra, it gets extra fabric, and we don't want that. Here I did one. See, here I did one. Here I did two. I just looked and felt, and then the more you crochet, the more you will get the hang of it. Here I did one. Just wanted to show you. Okay, this is going to take me a while to crochet. So here I did two, here I did one, and here I did two. Okay, so just wanted to show you this. There are ways and tricks to create something, and this is one of them. So I hope this information is, this is the tail of the rooster. So I hope this is a help for you to understand how to create something. See, it's the same exact length. Doesn't fit on my screen here. That's why I took the short that I posted on the floor, which I first wiped it and cleaned it. So, and it looked nice. Outside I can't go. It's really leafy and it's windy. So that's why I took the short indoors. Yeah, it's time of the year here in Edmonton. It's getting cold. It can snow anytime. You never know. So I am crocheting. And then this is all I'm going to say. Just work with measurements, and you can create by number one, using a thicker thread. Number two, playing around with your crochet hook. See, this is number three. That's what I did. I had 3 crochet hooks. I started with a 4 with the chain. That's what I did. And I went down to a 3.5. I crocheted a couple of rows. And then to shrink it, to pull it apart. Like when you're crocheting it, no matter what you do, because this is cotton yarn thread, it will go like this. So we want it nice and straight. So I went down to a 3mm crochet hook. Okay, so I went over. You can, with the thread and with the crochet hooks, you can make the measurements you want. So I hope you like this little tip that I gathered and wanted to show you and wanted to go over. So I will create the playlist and you can check it because it's time of the year. Thanksgiving is coming and people like to decorate their home. If you want to crochet something like this, it's one of a kind with a rooster. I am planning to make, I don't know when that is going to be, when I don't have custom orders, when I don't have anything else. I will crochet with a little chicken in the middle, with a rooster and a chicken and the baby chick. I am planning to crochet that as well. Okay, so stay tuned for that. That's my future plan, but first I need to finish a couple of my whips. You guys take care. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Share it with your family and friends. And don't forget to hit that notification button. So every time I post a new video, you will be notified, indicating there's something new for you to watch. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Split. Okay, 1, 2. Just wanted to show you how you can make quadruple crochet. 1. This is how I learned how to crochet when I was 10 years old. We did not know the double crochet. Double crochet is new to me for 20 years now. But before, this is how we crocheted with quadruple crochet. Pull 1, pull 2, pull 3.